What's up everyone, welcome to my 1 to 99 Slayer guide for extreme accounts on the private server Zamorak. So before we start the guide, I just want to go over a couple recommended and required stats. The only required stat is that you have 43 prayers, so you can use the protect prayers. And the recommended stats are going to be maxed out combat, 70 range, and 99 prayer. And also 69 herb lore is really useful to make anti-fire potions. So the first thing you need to know for Slayer is how to get to the Slayer Master. Now there is one south of Edgeville Bank, but I always use the one in Varrock Square because it's a little bit faster to run to from the teleport. So you could just go over to her and you can right click her and click get task. Early on the skill is pretty simple. If you're low level, I would recommend just doing easy and medium tasks and getting some gear, and you can find all the teleports to every task in the teleport menu, which is next to the minimap, so it's pretty straightforward. After you do a couple tasks, you can also make a Slayer helmet, and you need I think 20 Slayer points to buy the 4 parts from the Slayer shop, and then you can also get a black mask from the vote shop, or cave horrors drop them, but it's only 2 vote points, so this is just a little handy thing to get you some extra damage on your tasks when you're training up your combat. Once you feel that your combat's high enough, you're going to want to start doing Frost Dragons in the Wilderness because they by far give the highest XP for anyone who's not 99 Slayer, so it's the fastest way to train. So what you're going to want to do is get a task from Kurdel, and if it's not Frost Dragons, do the command reset task to get a new one, and just keep going until you get Frost Dragons. So this is a little tedious, but it's worth it because Frost Dragons are by far the fastest XP. So you're obviously going to need a Dragon Shield or DFS. So if you don't have a DFS, you can just buy an anti-Dragon Shield from the Cook NPC for like 300 coins or something. So this is the gear setup that I always used when I was training. The Gutham's armor is important, but other than that, you can replace anything else with a better alternative weapon or cape or anything if you have it. Just keep in mind that we're going in the wilderness, so only bring what you're willing to risk. This is the inventory you're going to want. You're going to need a Guthan Spear, full black D'hide in case like a major crashes you or something, and then just the anti-fire, some Cerebrus, some restores, supersets, and food. So the fastest way to get to Frost Dragons in the Wilderness is to teleport to the boss cave, which is under the Wilderness boss teleports, and then run southwest towards the Wilderness Agility course, and just keep going west until you get to the Frost Dragons. I always put on my black D'hide set and pray Mage here in case there's any PKers roaming around. It's just safer to have those on. So you're going to want to pray melee when you're fighting the Frost Dragons, but they do a little bit of damage on you over time, so this is where the anti-fires and Guthan Spear come in. All you have to do is take a sip of the anti-fire and then equip the Guthan Spear, and you can use the Guthan special to heal you up to full health and then go back to using your better weapon. So this is good because you can stay here for a long time. All you really need is the restore potions, and you really don't need the food unless, say, there's like a PK you need to run from or something. So you can stay there for a task of 40 or 50 kills using this method. When the Well of Goodwill is active, Frost Dragons are by far the best and fastest Slayer XP for extremes on this server. You get about 50,000 XP per kill, so on a task of 20 or 40, that's 1 mil or 2 mil XP right there. I think it took me about 2 or 3 hours of killing them to get to 99, which really isn't bad considering how low all the other XP rates are for monsters outside of the wilderness. When you finish your task or need to bank, banking is pretty simple. You just run back the way you came towards the boss cave and then keep going northeast until you get to the mage bank. Once again, I equip my black D'hide and my protect mage just to be safe, but this really isn't too bad of a run, and it's pretty quick to bank, even though most of the time you won't really need to bank unless you finish your task or something. Once you get 99 Slayer, you can buy the skill cape from the Wise Old Man, and then you're set. Thanks for watching. That's it for this guide.